Well, hello.
Hi.
Can they hear us if not you?
Howdy.
Welcome to the welcome back or welcome to the stream.
Stream can hear us. Just not Sven.
Or Sven.
Who?
You want us to say words fail?
No.
Listen, Sven, I run a podcast. You should stop by. Me and Weird run this podcast.
Okay. Yep.
It would also be helpful if you were on the right screen as well. Sven, you have on currently the Nashkel homebrew screen. There we go.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Howdy doody.
You can be heard on stream.
County Morg, you stab them, we slab them. How may I help you today?
Everybody else can be heard. There we go. All right. So, let's go ahead and, since we already capped before we started, well, I'll turn it over to Nick for the recap of what happened last time we played.
Right. Well, last time on the Crystal Heart campaign, we started with all the characters minus Barnacle in the other tavern of the village, the Lumbering Serpent, if I remember correctly, as I check my notes. Yes, the Inn of the Slumbering Serpent. Where the group was very quickly trying to leave after having been told to stay there by the constable of the village. They had a confrontation with the guard outside the door, Cal, a red-headed guard, who they very quickly knocked out after some short conversation, and then
I don't
tied
know
up
what
and
you're
hid.
talking about. Cal is still with us.
Yeah. Before Merritt took on the likeness of Cal and led everyone to the temple to investigate, to hopefully find where Barnacle ended up. After a conversation with some priests in the temple proper, a couple of priests off to one side try to lead Zeta away from the rest of the group. In a trying to be subtle but not really subtle manner. After some hands were laid, people trying to drag others, a conflict broke out in which our group of heroes, adventurers, ruffians, what have you,
I was gonna
remains
say
to be
when
seen.
you said heroes, I'm like, are we?
Who knows at this point? Our group of adventurers, we'll go with. Or eclectic people.
I mean, are we really heroes? We're technically murdering priests in a church. I mean, technically, are we really heroes?
No, they are cultists. Excuse you. They are not
holy-
priests anymore.
any organized religion is a cult. So
Well, regardless of the semantics of terms, our group of characters here got into a conflict with some priests as well as some acolytes, in which they slew most of them, with some added Shakespearean drama on top, with Merritt as Hal the Gingered Guard, and a few of the other priests. And we left off there with the end of the fight as the final guards lay down, as we are still within the temple of Merlane on the first floor. What do you all do?
Phoenix is gonna walk through the door and look for Barnacle.
Okay.
See if he can find any traces of him. So I'm just gonna go through here.
All right. The fight, for Phoenix's sake, because he was not here at the time, did take place kind of in the antechamber and then mostly also over here. So there's quite a few dead bodies that are just lying there, as well as two currently in the antechamber, or it's not the antechamber, the main entry chamber, main hall, the room with the tree trunks.
Yeah. We got you, Nick.
Yeah.
Well, I don't see anything problem here, so I guess I'll just walk back home.
Yeah.
There are a couple of bodies on the ground here, aren't there?
Speaking of bodies.
So all of the red dots on the map are bodies. Which I believe... No, we did end with you guys just killing the final priest out in the main chamber.
Yeah.
Veed, you remember that last time when you were kind of talking with them, they were indicating, oh, come this way, kind of around the corner where you are. Like, oh, he should be somewhere, he's over this way. We can show you where he stayed. And that's what you remember, or what you had kind of learned before the fight broke out.
So Zed will say that this is where they said they were trying to lure me to when they tried to ambush us, but we set our own trap.
Are you doing anything with the bodies?
First off, Cal the Ginger Guard is going to be looking at the bodies, seeing if they have anything of note on them, any holy symbols that don't line up, like any notes or stuff like that. He's looking for clues, and also loot.
Fair enough.
If they have some gold on them, that wouldn't hurt.
Give me an investigation check.
I'm not good at that.
As well as anyone else who would like to check the bodies, because there are quite a few.
I'll check the bodies. Phoenix will check the bodies, so...
You want that in chat or in the tower?
Well, let's say in chat.
So I'm going to be looking at the bodies as well, but mostly because I want to try to see if I can tell which one of them was the most important, like who's the highest rank priest, if that's like a thing, like who's the pope of this building, or of the people that we killed, who looks the most important. That's what I'm trying to discover. I don't necessarily care about what they have in them, but I'm just going to do a quick glance at them to try and see if I can just judge a hierarchy. Okay.
Yeah, I'd say you can also give me investigation or religion if you want to, if you're going more that route.
No, they both suck, so let's give you this one. Not good at either of those two.
Okay. So, Merritt and Phoenix, as you are checking the bodies, you're finding that they a lot of them do not have many gold on them. Quite a few of the acolytes were wielding scimitars, but they are nothing special, and they're honestly kind of shabby make. Effective, but not like as a weapon for the current, but not something that would need to be upkept to be used over the course of time, and wouldn't really be worth much outside of just simple scrap metal. The priests, which there were 3 of, I believe, yes, if I remember correctly, yes, that is correct. 3. They're kind of wearing their vestments of the Church of Merlane, and they have a holy symbol on it. But you can't tell anything that's off.
Is it the right holy symbol though? Like
I will
it's
say,
the symbol of Merlane?
I'll give me a religion check, as you were specifically trying to figure that out.
I will say we are also in a temple of Merlane, so theoretically those holy symbols should be
Yeah.
up on the walls and shit.
Yeah. So it does appear to be the right holy symbol for the ones that you can find on them. Though they do appear to be altered subtly to where it looks slightly defaced. And Soul, you actually also pick up on that with your check, as you're kind of you very quickly dismiss all the acolytes, and then you're checking the 3 different priests.
Yeah.
And
definitely.
yeah, you as you're kind of checking, you can tell something that you notice, Soul, on the holy symbols that they kind of have a weird. Not only do they kind of deface, but it kind of on the backside, they have flat backside to this little holy symbol, which is kind of like a necklace. There's a carved. There's a carved symbol on the back of it that looks a little bit like a heart, like an anatomically correct heart.
We've seen this
wonder
before.
where we've seen that before.
Can I do a history check to see if I remember any historic documents or anything where I've seen the altered symbol that they're bearing?
Yeah,
Like in a library.
I would say that'd be a history or religion check, your choice.
I'm going to do history, given the fact I'm proficient in it.
Okay. While you do that,
Are you kidding me?
Soul, you do. You determine that the 3 priests seem to be just of the same station.
They're pretty high important people. Gotcha.
Quick question: do you want it in a tower or in the chat?
We'll say in the tower this time.
All right.
But it's one of those acolytes, priests, and then you have your kind of assistant head priest and head priest.
Okay.
And you do remember meeting the assistant kind of head priest, the priestess Misha.
Yeah, and she's not here.
No, she's not here.
Okay, so I'm gonna start yanking the robes off of the 2 priests that look like they have the most pull in this building. And
Okay.
I'm gonna yank a robe off of one of them and throw it over my shoulder, and then I'm gonna grab the next one. I'm gonna drag him into this room with Cal. And I'm gonna thud him down on the ground in front of Cal and go, "Duh. Hey, I think you should shapeshift into this guy, and me and you should stand outside the temple and not let people in here. Because if we let people in there, there's dead priests everywhere. We're gonna get in huge trouble." And I'm putting on the robes like the priest has over my dirty clothes and stuff.
Okay. We'll come back to that in just a second. Ina, what are you doing during all this? There are people checking dead bodies. The front doors to the building are still open.
She doesn't really care about the bodies or anything.
Okay. Zed
was
had called
looking-
out earlier that that there was possibly something over down the hall where he was. You got these trees here that you could look at.
So okay, yeah. So are there any mice or signs of animals in the temple that she can see or no?
Ooh.
Give me a perception or survival check. And while you are making that roll, I'll say in the tower, by the way. Zeed, what are you doing after you've kind of called out and you know some people are checking the bodies and haven't quite come to check where you are?
I'm making an annoying clicking sound with my feet as my talons are tapping the floor incessantly, waiting for them to hurry their asses up.
Fair enough. You can see from your position that there is kind of a door that seems to lead to a short hallway around the corner where you were at.
Yeah, I'm not going anywhere by myself, so I'll just wait.
Yep. There's also this kind of drawer, kind of standing. What's the furniture term? It's kind of one of those open closets that's just like a furniture thing.
Wardrobe?
Armoire.
An armoire.
Armoire.
Wow.
That term.
Something.
That's
Like
kind of
A
or
wardrobe?
something that looks like that kind of opens with the big kind of standing doors.
A glamour dresser.
Might it have a lion and a witch in it?
Yeah.
That's the
Kind
determining
of looks like a
factor.
wardrobe. Yeah.
Does it? Yeah. Does it have a portal inside to a magical dimension?
I don't know. You can always check. It's kind of standing between. It's a thing on the walls between you and Phoenix on the map.
Cool.
Ina, as you're looking for signs of animals, you do in this immediate vicinity, you do not see any signs of animals. But you're fairly confident that there doesn't appear to be rats, at least on this level. The walls are the interior walls are kind of also made of stone. So a lot of the building itself is made of stone. So there's not a lot of room or areas where it would be easy for a mouse to make a little mouse hole or anything.
Okay, that's
Yeah. Oh. Grounds needs to respond.
Is there anything on the table that I'm standing next to?
Nope. It is currently just kind of an empty table. So Soul and Al, you're are you impersonating guards, or at least Soul is putting on the vestments of one of the priests you killed?
Oh yeah, was Jeff a priest?
Yes.
Okay. Cal is turning into Jeff. You briefly see Merritt before he shifts into this new identity.
Perfect.
Phoenix is just going to walk over to Zeed and see if he can see anything, so.
Yeah, I think we should go stand outside the front door to make sure nobody comes in here for a second. And then everybody else can run around and check for him.
By the way, guys, I know you were all a little busy with fighting in the other room, but Jeff said something odd earlier. He said to I don't know what his name is, but the two people here, this one, and he kind of kicks at him. He said, "I thought we discussed this. We're supposed to take townsfolk a different way. This is too overt." So they are indeed taking townsfolk. So we are on the right track.
I for sure missed that. Thank you for the heads up, Cal. I totally missed that for sure.
Oh no, it's Jeff now.
Oh.
My name is Jeff.
Thanks for the
My
heads
name
up,
is Jeff.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Hey, Phoenix, is there anything in that wardrobe?
I don't know. I can take a look. Let's open it up, and I walk motion over to the wardrobe and try to open the doors. Do I notice anything there, Nick?
As you kind of open it up, you can see it's kind of one of those opens up to like a small little shrine with some depictions like on the door inside the door, the doors of the wardrobe, and then some little uh, small iconography to um, what appears to be some other god. Give me a quick religion check.
Religion check. Copy that. In
Appears to be a
tower or
small
in
shrine.
chat?
We'll say in chat. Ina, give me we'll say intelligence check.
Intelligence
In the
check.
tower?
No, Ina.
Okay.
Yeah, in the tower.
Is it just a check or is well yeah, okay.
Oh, it looks like Merritt, or aka Cal, aka Jeff, has received a boost of healing. If you'd like to,
Oh,
from Spencer77 in the chat.
wow, I wonder who that is.
Hmm.
We booted his character a while ago. I don't know why he's still hanging out. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I
So
love you.
Phoenix,
I hope
as
you find
you're
this article.
looking at this shrine, you aren't really sure whose god this is. It escapes you. Storm iconography, seemingly.
Well, it's definitely not the god I worship, that's for sure, because I think I recognize that. Don't you agree?
Yep, it's not your god, and it's not Merlane. Something to do with storms. That's all you pick up. Ina,
I was going to say next she would try looking for like a kitchen area or anywhere that they might keep food or offerings, but
well, you remember seeing a small storeroom near the end of the fight. One of the priests had tried to kind of close himself in there before he got axed down. It looked to be a small storeroom around the corner.
But what were you gonna say? I'm sorry.
But you also, kind of, as you're standing there, kind of contemplating what to do, and Marion Soul walked to the front door. You kind of realize this building has 3 floors. You don't know how many people are in the building, as well as you remember there being people kind of in the courtyard, being kind of patrolling outside the building. So you know there's a lot more people outside of who you've killed. You don't know how many people, but there are more people around. You don't know how long it might be before someone pops up. To that point, Soul and Merritt, or Cal, or John,
It's
or Jeff.
Jeff.
Sorry.
It's Jeff. I changed my name. I don't know why it hasn't updated yet.
Who knows?
It updated on my end.
Yeah, it says
Did it?
It hasn't updated on my end, weirdly enough. Well, it
Neither
updated
for
like your
me.
character in the top, but not token.
Mm.
Odd. So, anyways, as you two like go to stand at the front, Soul just wearing the vestments of this thing that doesn't fully fit him. And
To be
who knows
fair,
if you
he is
actually
the
even put him
most
up right.
human-looking character.
Yeah,
out
but
of
like
this
Soul's
party.
big, burly thing. It's not like they don't fit. It's just like they don't. You very much fill out. You're priest swole priest.
He's
Fat
got
guy
gains
in
for
a little
days.
coat. Fat guy in a little coat. Probably before your times, but it was a good movie.
I could see.
We can't hear you, Mikey.
I could see Soul over there being kind of like the guy. Do you even lift, bro?
Who knows?
Yeah.
But no, as you two go to stand like at the front doors, which are currently wide open, I would like you both to give me perception checks.
Oh no. So you gotta carry me on this one.
We'll find out. Where's my perception at on the homepage here?
Not in the tower this time, because
Oh, just in chat. We know how good we saw things.
Oh, even better.
yeah.
Let's
Plus
see.
0, baby.
Boom.
Oh, how did I get more than you?
Feeling
I'm gonna, can I give some of my inspiration for being here? I'll need to re-roll that.
Yes, which a good point. Yes, you could spend your inspiration to let one of them re-roll. Which that is a good point. Everyone did start with inspiration. We are using those rules, and everyone was here on time.
Even
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah,
on
surprising.
me to forget to remind everyone because it had been a month. Phoenix, who do you want to give your inspiration to? Soul or
Soul,
I
Jeff?
because
think
he's
you should give it to
proficient.
Soul.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna give it to Soul because he's proficient.
Fair enough.
There we go.
Yeah!
That is
Oh,
much
There you
better.
go. Was
That
worth
dirty
it.
20 there. Hey,
I
hey.
love dirty
Dirty.
20s.
So, Soul, you can
20.
tell that Merritt, now Jeff, is very enamored in like getting in the role, and is very. He's not paying attention. He's like trying to remember his conversation and the interactions he had with Jeff, and he's like getting into
Doing
the right
vocal warm
steps. He's
ups
yeah,
and.
yeah,
He's in
very
the
much
do re
performer
mi.
at heart.
Red
um,
leather, yellow leather.
yeah, and it distracts you for a second until you kind of put your mind back to why you kind of walked over here. And you can hear the voices of a few people like outside the door, kind of in the yard that's kind of between the temple itself and the exterior wall. You can hear a couple people approaching from what would be the right side of from where you are at the door, or kind of just slowly come closer. You hear some voices of people talking as they come closer.
I'm gonna shove
Um,
Mare. Hey, get ready, get ready.
Yeah. And I would say with the 20, you could also hear another couple off to the other side, seeming to get a little further away.
Hey, let's step out and shut the doors, quick. So I'm gonna step out
And
and
then
shut the
we
door.
do that.
So you're going to step outside and close the doors behind you.
Yeah, so they can't
Sure.
see in the temple.
Okay.
And they're coming from outside the temple, right?
Yes.
Okay,
They're coming from outside the temple. Like you can hear.
Yeah.
It seems like it's some of the people that are probably patrolling outside, the kind of around the temple.
Yeah.
Okay. You step out and you close the doors behind you. As you kind of look to the left, you see a couple of guards. I would like you both to give me either deception or performance checks.
Oh, for sure deception here.
It's my
Do we
deception
know
hat.
how good we do?
No, we're gonna say this is in the tower.
Why did
I have a
want
plus
two
3.
nines?
I have a plus 3. So
Okay.
hopefully I didn't do terrible. I don't know though. We'll find out.
So, as you are standing there outside the doors that you close behind you, you see these two what look to be like acolytes that are kind of patrolling, starting to approach. And they see you as you close the door, and they're heavy doors, so they kind of close quite with a thud as they kind of as you pull them close. We shall see, son. We shall see. And so they make eyes with you, and they you notice as they recognize Jeff the priest. and then seem to get a look of confusion as they notice do not recognize Soul, the priest.
Oh damn, maybe we should have left
swole.
Soul inside.
priest.
Soul the Swole.
It's chill. I went to a different school.
Yeah.
I've heard of
Yeah,
that
he's from
school.
one of our sister temples.
And yeah, they read the hand back and reading as they're kind of eyeing Soul, and they're moving closer and closer. They're you kind of watch as they kind of shift their position so to give Soul a little bit of a berth as they kind of come to the front doors. Are you guys doing anything as they approach? As they're very at this point maybe 15 feet away.
Uh,
I'm gonna nudge Merritt forward with my arm. You talk first. I'll talk second.
yeah, so Jeff is going to go up and be friendly. He's like, oh gosh, voice. Hey guys, uh, this is Frank from our sister temple. So he's just learning the ropes. So make sure to be real kind to him. And I mean, we were supposed to keep people from going into the main temple. There was a big potion spill, and it's a real mess. So lots of broken glass, broken shards of stuff. So I wouldn't worry too much about it if you guys just want to get back to what you were doing.
Nick, remind me what the name of the female priestess who's in charge of this place is?
Misha.
Misha. Oh, yeah, that's right, Jeff. And didn't Misha say that she wants everybody to help with the cave-in at the inn this morning? We're supposed to go over there and help pray for the workers and things like that. So yeah, we're not letting anybody in because that's what Misha told us. Corporate. I put my hands like this. Corporate. I don't know.
That is right. I did forget to tell you guys about that. Yeah. So if you want to go on and head down there, once we're done cleaning up this potion in there, uh, we will go ahead and follow you down to the inn. But I think that's divide and conquer, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, divine and conquer. Divine
Ah,
and
good one,
conquer.
Frank. Guys,
uh,
causing me so
so
much physical pain right now.
so that yeah, you can see they're kind of
Wow.
processing, and they're nodding along with what you say, Jeff, as they're kind of eyeing Soul. Um,
And
I'll say, give
Jeff
me
is going to go ahead and give them like a minute shake of the head. Like, don't do weird stuff in front of this guy. Like trying to be like, oh yeah, we're in on a secret and he's not, you know?
okay. Okay. They kind of one of them kind of leans in towards you, Jeff, um, and goes, "Is he scheduled to enjoy the bath?"
Yeah, man. So he's cool, but he's not quite our level of cool yet, you know? So I
Understood.
wouldn't do anything weird in front of him. Just yeah, wink wink nudge nudge.
Understood. We will tend to the orders of Priest of Misha, and they will turn and start making their way out the front gate.
Hey Frank, that was real cool of you. You know, You know me, I kind of forget something sometimes, so it's really cool that you reminded me about what Misha said.
Hey, no worries. Anytime.
Oh, I'm gonna do slight redcon. There's a couple more words that he would have added to the end of that last sentence that
Oh.
the guard would have said to you, which
More
would have
awkward
been,
bath conversation.
yes, it would have said,
Beth.
it, to which he whispered this so that you couldn't really hear Soul. It was like, is he scheduled to join the bath like our guest?
Oh, neat. Uh, Jeff's response would have been the same though.
Okay. And then the rest
I'm
of that
not gonna
plays
do
out
that
like it
again.
did.
Yeah, he didn't
Yeah,
even make
that's
us roll
just
for deception. This is great, guys.
We rolled
just so
earlier.
you know, I was
Rolled
going.
earlier, yeah.
Yeah, this was all kind of going off of that initial roll that we had.
Yeah,
That's
I
great.
figured.
Okay.
Yep. Um. Yeah. Okay. That's what you get as you are standing there in front of the closed doors. And you know there's at least one other patrol that you currently do not see as you kind of glance to either side.
So we're gonna
And
work
we're
our
going
story out
to.
between each other. That's what we're doing. While you
We'll come
catch
Yeah.
right
other
back to you
people.
guys in a moment as we go back inside. Um, to Ina, Phoenix, and Zed. Zed, who's I'm presuming you're still kind of waiting for the others to come at you. You hear the front doors close as you hear the sounds of Soul and Jeff, who I don't think relayed their plans to anyone outside of the two of them. As they kind of
Shit.
walk towards the front door, and then the door, you hear the heavy door close. Phoenix, you've kind of finished looking, glancing at this
Yeah,
shrine
I'm
of some
just
deity.
I'm waiting for Z to give me the call to go ahead to bust down the door in the thing there, like nobody's business. Just go in there and kick the door down.
All right, so you both are kind of
Uh-oh.
on standby as you watch Ina kind of walk over, and then she seems to walk into the pantry area that's at the end of the hall where you guys are at there.
Yes, I kind of just did that because that's what I said I was gonna do.
Yep. Uh, are you looking for anything in the pantry area, Ina, or are you going to do anything else?
Well, again, just like signs of rats or mice is mostly what.
This is what Michaela did. You
Okay. Give me. Well, actually, we'll go off of your
Yes, she
previous
said it was
check
hotter,
because you're still.
hotter inside than it was
Uh,
outside. So she turned,
actually, no.
put the
Give
fan
me
on,
another
blowing his ear.
survival or nature check. I'll say.
Roll for mice.
Yes, roll for mice.
My nature is a +0.
For survival. As I wait for Fancy Grounds to respond.
Nope. I rolled it. At least it says I rolled it on my screen. Oh, there it
There's the die.
goes.
Mine currently doing Fantasy Grounds is doing the wait to respond. So
Oh no.
that's not a good sign.
It's trying to kick Nick out.
Kick me out of my own game.
No, not
So
the
what did you roll?
I don't know. It was in the tower.
Oh, it was in the tower? Okay,
Yes.
give me a quick second. Ah, there we go. Ah, I see. Okay, I see now. As Fantasy Grounds is being a bit of a butt for some reason. No, even here where you might expect some rats or mice possibly hiding in the pantries or near the foodstuffs, you do not find any signs of animals, unfortunately.
Is I is okay. I know this is a fantasy world. But do I find that strange? Do I think that there definitely should be? Or is it well, maybe because this is a temple, they have hygiene really well or whatever.
Um, it's not
Good question.
it's not the oddest thing, especially in a temple that's made of completely of stone, um, and one that's kind of dedicated to a god of the harvest, where they kind of do tend to take good care of it. It's not that it isn't the possibility that mice couldn't be here, but it's also not the oddest thing not to find mice in this immediate vicinity for a place such as this. Um, but also some odd stuff going on. So who knows if it's strange occurrence here or if it's just the this specific type of environment.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. Um, Ina, Phoenix, Zed, are the three of you going to be doing anything, or are you also just gonna be kind of waiting for the other two?
And I'm waiting for Ina to get over here so we can burst down this door and see what's behind it. Because Z is patiently giving me the death stare, bird wise, and I'm just sitting here like, I don't want to crack any more eggs or else he's going to eat my face off.
Yeah, no, if Ina doesn't find what she's looking for, she'll probably head back to regroup.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, you see Phoenix and Zed off, kind of waiting by the table. And you also heard the heavy front door as that closed. So for whatever the other two is doing, so you were able to regroup with Phoenix and Zed. To which I will quickly glance back to the other two, Soul and Merritt. Are you guys just going to continue to stand outside the front doors, or
Well, we sent off the people that were like in the immediate vicinity.
Yeah. I mean, we should run in there and tell them about the bath.
Oh yeah, that's probably a good thing.
Excuse me.
So
I'll stand out here and I'll just
okay.
keep telling people the Misha thing until you get back.
Okay.
And I'll tell them I'm Frank. You're
You're
Jeff.
Frank. I'm Jeff. Jeff ran inside to get something or
Yeah,
something.
he's in
I don't
there.
know, just
He's all hands on deck
cleaning
with
up
the
the
potion juggling. But everybody's supposed to meet up to do a big prayer around the collapse. Misha told us. And from a different, what did you call it? Did you say monastery? I don't remember.
Sister. What did I say?
Sister Temple? I believe is what you
Sister
said.
Temple. That is what I said. Yeah.
I'm from a
I'm like I
sister
had
temple.
real good wording on it.
Got it. The name is Frank, sister temple. Misha said go pray for the building. I'll be out here. I'll hold it down. And if I hear anything bad, I'll give you the distress signal.
Of you
Hootie hootie
screaming.
hoo. I'll yell out real loud. Hootie hootie hoo. But that's the plan. Come back when you can quickly, because you're better at lying than I am.
Yeah, man. Uh, and Jeff, the priest, goes into there, and he's running across the temple, trying not to like slip on that blood spill over there. And so he kind of shows up in this doorway, out of breath.
Mhm.
He's like, "Hey guys,
As you like glance down there over by the corner by the table.
like north or south corner."
North. So if you walk through, they're north of where you are. So they're all kind of by what the tokens are.
Hey guys,
Wow.
uh, so uh. So, Sol and I we're out front, trying to keep people from getting into the temple so that you guys can wander around without finding too many other people. And obviously, I look like Jeff. Uh, and so they asked me if Sol was like, uh, going to be joining the bath like our guest. So I think that might mean that Barnacle's actually here. And I mean, if this is the way they were trying to take Seed, maybe this is the way to find Barnacle? Man.
Oh.
he's, he's like kind of doubled over a little bit, hands on his knees, like, oh gosh, I haven't sprinted that fast in a while.
Oh boy.
Anyway, thought you guys would want to know that. I'm gonna go back out before Soul gets fucked up or something. I don't know.
At around this time, as you turn to make your way back, Soul, you see kind of coming around that same corner, two more people who turn the corner, see you, and immediately start to give you like a suspicious look as they're now, as they very quickly now make their way towards you. Kind of hands kind of going down to the to rest on the hilt of their scimitars, like ready to draw if needed. And are, who are you?
Hey, friends. My name is Frank. Mina sent me here to watch the door while they clean up the mess inside. Jeff just went inside a second ago. He'll be back out any second. Why aren't you guys down with the others praying for the collapsed building like we were told? There's like a whole building collapsed, and Misha sent everybody down there. I'm Frank.
We are to guard the building, and is that blood on your
Yeah,
vestments?
I got a bloody nose. I have allergy issues.
That one of them draws their scimitars like, that is more blood than that. Who
Hey.
are you, really? One of them has their scimitar drawn, pointed towards you.
I told you, my name is Frank. My name's Frank. And I'm from a sister temple. Jeff will be here any moment. He can collaborate this with me. Misha put me in charge of the door to keep everybody out while they fix things inside. You should probably get down there real quick before she gets mad at you guys.
The other one kind of, give me an insight check, Soul. We'll say just in the chat.
All right. Let's see what they have to say. Oh no. Where's the insight? There it is. Ooh, my insight's not great.
No.
Wah, wah.
Oh no.
They're buying it?
One has a sword pointed at your face, while the other one has like taken kind of a step back and is put roughly. So one is right next to you, sword kind of pointed at you, not quite in your face, but definitely like you're within stabbing range.
Yeah.
And is kind of accusing you, while the other one has kind of like stepped back and seems to be like going for something on their hip. As for whether they believe you or not, they, hard to tell. It's like you could totally sell this. They're clearly, they're not in the loop. I could totally sell this as you're.
Yeah. I'm going to put my hands up then. Whoa, guys. In times like these, I'm reminded of my favorite song. And I start singing Hootie Hootie Hoo real loud.
Okay.
I'll just do that 2 or 3 times.
Give me a performance check. And I'll say, Jeff, as you are making your way back, fairly quickly, give me a perception check to see if you can hear this through the doors.
I'm going to use my inspiration and re-roll my performance because that was she, isn't it?
Okay.
Re-roll it. Better.
Okay. So at this point, Jeff, you've crossed the chamber, roughly crossed half the chamber. And you do actually pick up on the sound of Soul doing his Hootie Hootie Hoo song out through the door.
Shit.
but that is all you pick up on at this time. As right before we get to what you react to and the resolving kind of what's happening, Soul. Ina, Zed, Phoenix, what are you doing as Jeff goes back towards the front door and kind of tells you, "Hey, we're going to distract them so you can explore."
Well, I would like to take a look around and see if there's any signs of hidden doors besides the main door, but
Well, Phoenix
Where are you
doesn't.
checking? Like in this corner room where you are at? You see this. There's a hallway. There's a door that seems to lead to a hallway down down that corner that you haven't gone down yet. That needs to move towards.
I'm stuck. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
I was stuck. It's like I was in the doorway accidentally and it just wouldn't move.
Oops. I just want to know, like, what are you guys starting to move towards?
I'm moving toward the door.
Okay.
we're
Phoenix, are you going to follow him or
going.
do your own thing?
Well, one, I trust Zed and Inafira because we've been traveling a while, and two, I don't trust Soul to maintain enough composure to keep a disguise on. So I'm going to go back and stand by the front door to reinforce it in case anything goes on.
Okay, so you're going to follow Jeff. So about there is good for now. And then Ina, you said you wanted to check for for secret doors? Do you want to check in the room you're in? You
Yeah.
want to check elsewhere?
Probably in this room for now.
Okay.
Area.
I'll say give me a quick investigation check, but we'll come back to that as we
I'm not good at this.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand on the corner here behind the door and listen to see if there's any commotion going on outside. See if I can
okay,
hear.
since you're also following Jeff, give me a perception check as you guys are about halfway across the chamber at the point that
All
Soul's
right,
being
perception
confronted.
check. All right.
Yeah.
In
This is just to
tower
see
or
if you
non-tower?
in the tower.
All right, it's in the tower.
Since you're following
Yep.
Jeff.
Give me a quick second as my thing is now. There we go. Okay.
And Phoenix, you hear that.
I will say you both are about here at this point.
I'm going to stay back though, however, because Jeff told me to. So Jeff, while we were walking next to him, said stay back just until they say so. So I'm just going to stay a good distance and press myself against the wall here where I'm standing, just to be kind of like inconspicuous. Like, you know how like when you press yourself against a wall, like to lean up against it, kind of to shimmy along it. That's what I'm doing basically.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're just waiting in case anything happens, or until Jeff gives me the word to pop out and crack some skulls.
Okay. As okay, so as you are getting there, Phoenix, you also do hear the hooty hooty hoo that Soul is doing. At
Do I know what
the
that
time,
means?
you hear him singing hooty hooty hoo.
Yeah, no,
Very
but
loudly.
do I know if that means anything, or is it just him being him? Like, do I know?
That will be up to you to make an assumption. But before you're able to act, the acolytes outside, the one who has the sword is like,
Oh my gosh.
"Stop that! Get on your knees, hands behind your head." Like he's that's what he's telling you. As the one behind him pulled out what looks to be a whistle, and it had like pulled it out at this point. So Soul, what are you doing? As here, I can kind of show them on the map here. One's roughly 15 feet away, has kind of backed up, and one's in your face with a scimitar. Kind of like that on the map if you look at the token.
Okay, and the one with the whistle is the one that's far away.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So the one who's farther away from you is the one with the whistle, and is like just pulled it out and is like going to blow. While the other one has like the scimitar and is telling you to get on your knees. And to shut up.
I am going to. I'm going to charge the one with the whistle.
Okay. And with I will say, give me an athletics check, and with that,
my intention is to tackle him, to stop him from blowing the whistle, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me a quick athletics check as you try to blow past the one who's right in front of you.
Oh, I'll
to
take
then
the
go
opportunity attack if that happens. I know it might.
Okay, I will say then in that case, just roll for the.
Do I also
Okay.
know? Do I also hear the commotion going on outside, or is it just?
You will, though. This happens before you're able to. So this will happen, and then you guys will be able to react to it.
Okay. Well, while that happens, I'm gonna run and use the bathroom real quick. So finish your
Okay,
and
we'll
then
get right
I'll
back.
be back.
So.
Do you have
Pathetic
any
chuckle.
inspiration, Micah?
No, I used it to lie last round. It got me my 16 deception.
I'm giving him my inspiration to not get a 1.
Hey,
Go ahead.
sometimes ones happen. I
No.
blame Fantasy Grounds.
You have inspiration now. Reroll.
I rolled a 2 this time.
Did you?
Did it go? No? I guess I rolled a 2 outside of the box. Doesn't count.
Yeah.
3 is better.
God.
Just
not
1, 2,
on.
3. 1, 2,
Universe
motherfucking
so
3.
wills it.
Hey man, last time we played this, I think I got like a bunch of 4s in a row. If I'm remembering correctly, I'll have to watch the VOD.
Yeah. Okay, that's all I could do.
Okay.
I'm gonna run and try to tackle him.
Mm-hmm.
That's my goal, is to stop him from blowing the whistle.
Okay. So as you go to attempt this, and I realize actually I pulled the wrong escape block, so I have to get these guys on. So give me a quick second as you. This guy and this guy. So Feverish is the one with the whistle. As you move to the other side, the first acolyte is going to slice at you because he's kind of readying to do so. That is a hit.
Edge.
I rolled the to attack again rather than to actually roll damage that time, so
Oops.
that's max damage on his part.
Ew.
As he,
+1?
well, this guy only has +1. He is the best acolyte with a scimitar. As he kind of slices as you're kind of going past him, and unfortunately, that does throw you off enough to where you are unable to quite tackle the guy as he kind of backs up just enough for you to, or he kind of like sidesteps, so you kind of go past him, we'll say, because you would, charging him to tackle him. And he gets the whistle to his mouth and lets off a very loud, shrill whistle noise. To which Jeff and Phoenix, you do hear this, like through the door. It is, muffled, but you do hear the shrill thing. And since you were also listening intently, you do catch on to the grunt of pain that Soul gives out when he gets hit. And we're going to roll initiative. Well, I'll have
It's
everyone roll
already
initiative.
running, so
Um, okay.
so if you want to roll,
Yeah. I was
And,
just glitching for whatever reason.
gotcha.
Hey, 19!
I
Where was
mean,
that 4
hey,
seconds ago?
what it was glitching.
push that to. There we go. Okay. And then this wildfire spirit, which is still out, by the way. Your, your wildfire
Oh, do I
spirit.
need to roll initiative for that too, or no?
It goes right after you.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I'm just gonna kind of give it your initiative. It does have better dex, so it's first on the tracker, but
Yeah, okay.
we'll just
I'll
we'll adjust as needed.
after me.
So starting off, Soul, what do you do?
Now that this dude is blowing on a whistle in front of me like an idiot, I want to stop him from doing that. So I'm going to take out my axe that's on my belt, smash into him, and try and attack him.
Okay.
Yay, I hit him. Ooh, max damage.
Yeah, no,
You fucking
so you
behead
separate.
this dude.
You behead him, and you also like cut off the arm. So you behand him, and you behead him at the same time as he's like whistling, and you stop the whistle as his body drops to the ground. And you hear his like head thunk onto the front steps of the building.
Okay.
Not a
I'm
great
gonna,
time to lose your head. That's no way to get ahead in life.
I'm gonna run over to here. I'm gonna say to the other acolyte, I'm gonna say, should have just gone to the dirty old building. Frank's not happy. I'm gonna try to look crazy.
Give me an intimidation check.
Oh, cool. Let's do it. My intimidate's pretty decent. See if I
I
can not
mean,
roll a frickin' 1. Yeah, we're
you
good.
also just beheaded his friend real
Yeah.
quick.
Okay, we'll come back to that. Ina, give me a perception check.
Perception?
Yeah.
That's the wildfire spirit. I'm sorry. In the tower, or
In the tower, yes. Okay. So you also catch the sound of the shrill whistle.
Mhm.
Um, you do not catch the sound of the other stuff, but you do catch the sound of the shrill whistle, though it does sound muffled, and you genuinely figure, okay, it's coming from the front.
Yeah. Honestly, he doesn't.
There's no secret trap door underneath this table, as best as you can tell. Just more
Yep.
stone floor. That's where you're at the moment. Are you going to do anything?
Nope. She's just gonna keep looking.
Okay. Then you can pass the turn. Are you give your wildfire spirit any specific orders, or just
Nope. It's
okay?
just gonna be a good boy and dodge.
Okay. Phoenix, you heard the shrill. You hear the sound of conflict outside the front door, which is currently closed. What you doing?
Well, Phoenix is going to take his movement to pretty
Oh,
much.
should lock the tokens.
Yeah, I was gonna say like that.
Yeah, so there you go. Tokens are locked. Phoenix, we can't hear you if you're talking.
Do I have to walk down here to exit, or is the exit right here? I'm confused. Like, because when we put the
The
tokens
doors
on
are
the-
right here. Then they are currently closed.
All right. Well, I'm going to, I guess, 15. That's, I guess, I can't really do much. I guess other than, use my action to dash and just run out the door and look around and see what's going on. So that adds extra 30 feet to my movement. I already used 20, so I have 40 left. I'm going to move up to the door, which is a 25.
Only about 20 for going to the square.
20, and I'm going to push open the door, and I see the acolyte.
With your strength pulling open the heavy door as your free actions, no issue. You have about 10 feet left.
I don't think I can really do anything much, so I'm just gonna pull open the door and kind of look out it and see if I see anything, which I do according to my FOV. So I'm just gonna stand there and wait. And next, ready, and I guess can I ready action?
You used your action to dash.
Okay, so I can't ready action for next turn.
Nope. You have to have your action available in order to kind of prep your action. But you can
Okay.
still, if someone takes an opportunity attack or occurs for you, you can still take that as your reaction.
Well, I'm going to move out here. I'm 10 feet away from him, so I should be able to, if he moves near me, I'm going to move the extra 10 feet out there and pretty much stand on the steps. And if he does that, I'll use my reaction attack to bonk him with my spear, basically.
Okay.
With pull on master, so. And that's going to end my turn.
All right. It's now the acolyte's turn, and while you are extremely intimidating, you watch as he instinctively takes the half step back as you get right up in his face, and there is like a look of fear before his you can very clearly tell that he looks like he wants to run for a quick second before his eyes seem to almost glaze over, and he just kind of yells out as he strikes at you, and just misses.
Good.
Yeah.
The whole temple will be on you soon. Kind of growls at you. Jeff.
Okay. Well, Jeff, I guess is running. So he's running up there and he's like,
As fast as his little legs can carry him.
he's not small. He's like a normal sized person. You guys are just all weird sizes.
I know, but my character's I think 6'2" or 6'3", so that's small. An average sized person, which is 5'5", is small compared to a 6 foot person. Mantha.
Anyways, so you move to the front door. That is the closed door right there. That's in front of you.
Oh, I could see through it, so I thought it was open.
Oh,
okay.
Sorry, this one's closed. This one is open.
Well, shit.
If I could. This one's open.
Does it keep me from having?
Yeah.
Thinking I've got it open so people can see.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Does it keep me from having to move back and forth 400 times. But yeah, it's closed.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Okay. So Jeff shows up in the doorway. He's like, "Oh my god, Frank, what happened? What in Merlane? Oh my gosh! And he is seeing that there is only one acolyte left. He is using his bonus action because he's still concentrating on Mind Splinter. So he's going to go ahead and change that to wisdom. Yeah. So he is going to go ahead and move his Mind Splinter to or Merit's Mark or whatever to this acolyte here.
Okay.
And then he is going to go ahead and try to throw a dagger. He has daggers. He's gonna throw a dagger at him.
Okay.
Come on, don't let me down. Oh my gosh. Bruh. That's just sad. Okay.
You into the door right in front of you, or right next to you.
He's kind of still getting used to Jeff's body proportions, and it's just a little everything's a little off. It's like all your furniture got moved like an inch to the left, and like it's
You're trying to be
okay.
cool and throw with your left hand, and unfortunately, that's just like catch the door because you didn't
It's
account
just
for the
where the
fact that you're
door
next to the
is. Yeah.
door.
Yeah.
Veed, you also picked up on the kind of muffled noise of the real whistle that went off.
Did I
Other than
notice?
that, not much.
Did I notice Phoenix take off, or did he just take off?
Phoenix
Anything?
Phoenix left with Merritt's
Oh,
back
that's right.
when
That's
you
yeah.
separated. You can this
And he,
hallway in front of you. It looks like there are doors in it.
I'll look
There
back
was
to
that
Ian
weird
and
show
say,
going.
where did he go? Thought we were looking for Barnacle.
You are looking for Barnacle.
You respond.
I mean, yeah, she's looking for trapdoors and stuff. So she says, yes, we must search for a friend.
No, I'm saying, where did he go? Did he say
Oh,
anything to you?
no.
Oh.
She shakes her head but points back towards the door that leads to the temple. Because I'm assuming she saw him leave.
Yeah, you watched as he kind of followed GF Merritt out towards
Whoever.
the
Yeah.
main doorway.
I thought you said GF Mayor, and I'm
Oh yeah.
excuse
But
me.
yes, so Ina kind of points towards the way you guys had come from.
So I would just adjust my grip on my quarterstaff, shake my head, and then go through the door here and start working my way through here to see what I see.
Okay, there the lead hard to see. There is blah, blah, blah. There are a lot of doorways down this hallway. On the north side of the hallway. So every like 10 feet is a door.
But I assume these are like cells, or are they like, or is this just a monks kind of, or a monk isn't the word. Well,
They look
maybe it
kind
is
of they look
like
kind
a
of like monk
monk.
cells, like
Okay,
prayer chambers or something that could be kind of used as a.
but there's no barnacle
Um,
on the first one, right?
the door is closed, but like from what
Oh,
you can kind of assess just from the hallway, I guess you aren't quite sure how big these rooms are, but you see 5 doors on the north side, one of which you're standing next to that you could open with your reaction.
it's actually, it was already open on my screen. That's why I'm saying this. It's like I'm looking
Oh,
into the room.
oops.
All the doors appear to be open.
Oh, actually, nope. You're right. would all except for the one at the ends of the hallway are open because the people who were in these rooms had opened the doors and ran towards you guys
Ran
the
out.
previous
Okay.
time. So
So I'm going to
so
keep
yes,
moving 10 more feet and look in that room.
it looks much the same. There's a
20.
little cot kind of in like one corner. It's very like monk's bare living kind of room.
Right? I think that one.
Yeah.
One more. That's my 40 movement.
Mhm.
And
Shift you to a square.
thanks. I can't really tell when there's too much interference on my screen. The hell is that? Behind oh,
It's
lucky.
Stream
camera
camera.
barnacle.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the hell? I got a drone
Yeah, it turns
camera
out
following me
Barnacle's
around the
like
street. Okay, gotcha.
he's just shrunk and he's running around your feet like, hey, look at me, look at me.
Yeah, no,
I'm
he has
here,
been kid out the
guys.
whole time. Just got cursed to be so small that you just haven't noticed him this entire time. It's all a huge misunderstanding.
Funny, it just looked like a little worm was running around on the screen, like following me. Anyway, I will dash to go the last little bit here, and then I will. That I assume is a closed door.
Yes, this door is in fact closed.
Can I do any? Can I open it? I don't have any movement left, but can I still
Yes, you can open it with
open it
your
with
reaction
nothing?
because you haven't had to open any doors yet.
All right, so
So
I'm going to brace myself for a possible confrontation and open the door. Dum dum dum.
looks to be another
Empty room.
empty room. Though this one, as you've examined 4 other rooms that looked almost identical, you can tell that the floor is a bit different. This one has what looks to be like a damaged or incomplete floor. So where there is some stone, but there also is like some of the dirt that seems to be kind of exposed.
All right, I will just kind of look closer at it, and then I will ask my turn.
Okay. So we'll come back to that as you start to look closer at it. Um,
That endeth my turneth.
Jeff, you hear as a door opens in the room behind you. That's that person's turn.
And Barnacle walks out yawning. Oh, you guys are here.
Soul, what you do?
Woot! Soul is gonna murder that other guy because he's not very helpful. So we're gonna make an attack against him and just kind of see where things go from there.
Okay.
Right, let me see. Yeah, I'm just gonna use my great axe again. Nothing better to do. It's my best weapon. All right, take that. Now, am I considered flanking with what's his face, Phoenix? Because he's got polearm mastery, or no?
No, because he has polearm mastery, which means he can make an attack of opportunity when someone enters his like space, but he's still only wielding a spear. So he is so he's not in direct combat at the moment.
All right, I hit him. Do some damage. Big damage. Not so big.
You catch him in the shoulder and cut deep to the point where you very much see his like entire arm kind of like drop and kind of hang there.
Nice.
It's his offhand, unfortunately, but like he's, if you had gone any further, you're pretty sure you would have gotten his something where he would not,
Serious.
something serious where he would no longer be standing. But he's
It's not.
still holding on.
It's not. completely his
Thank you.
offhand yet.
Ah,
Just
not quite.
mostly offhand.
So
Well, it's
I'm
not
gonna.
off yet.
I hit him with that axe, and then I'm gonna say, "The only hope you have is surrender now." And then I'm gonna look even scarier than before. And I'm gonna say, "Hooty hooty hoo" at him.
Which is basically every single Marine.
Oh. Okay. I will say, give me another intimidation check.
Okay, let's do it.
Meanwhile, Ina, what are you doing?
Ina. Well,
Are you still looking for that
no,
secret door that might be here?
nah, she'll follow after Zed,
Yeah.
but
You do hear as he opens up a door down the hallway.
mhm. What square should I be in to pass by this table? Is this one fine?
That one's fine. It is a little awkwardly placed on the map here. Yeah. 30 feet. You can dash if you want, if you're in a hurry.
Yeah, I just don't see why she would be in a hurry yet because I see Zed at the end of the hall, but nothing else. So
Okay. Then pass the turn.
oh, you're right.
As we go back to the fight that's happening on. Phoenix, you got this guy ahead of you. Also, give me a quick perception check.
In the tower, non-tower?
In the tower, please.
Tower. All right, give me one. Deception, perception. There.
Yeah, you have this guy in front of you. He looks on death's door. That's all you got.
I'm gonna walk up behind him since he's facing Soul currently and roll to stab him in the back with my spear.
Okay, you have a +2 as you enter flanking.
Alright, so let me do +2. +2 to hit or +2 to damage?
You hit.
Alright, cool. Alright, let's see. Take out the spear, plus that. Roll that to hit.
We'll go to the end of this
20,
round, and then we'll
30,
take our break.
30, 20,
20
of course.
hits.
Yeah, let me.
Yep.
And then I'm going to pretty much roll for spear damage now. So give me a second. 1. He is
And
dying.
All you needed.
Yep.
He
That's
had
all
one
you
hit
needed.
point left.
Yeah. So you come up from behind him and you stab him kind of like through the heart, kind of in this, his still like intact section of his upper body, and just put him out of his misery as he lumps and falls to the ground.
Yeah, I'm going to continue. I'm still going to bonk him with my spear just to make sure he's dead.
Easy enough? Jeff, you heard a door opening in the room behind you.
Oh fuck. Jeff doesn't see very many more people. Can he grab his dagger from the door as he goes back?
Yeah,
Or would
free
that be
action.
like an
It's
action?
right next to you. Free action.
Okay.
Pull it
Okay.
out.
Neat.
It wasn't in
Okay.
there that hard.
Oh damn.
It was in there
Nick's
just
telling
enough
me
to stick.
that Nerd's a sissy, like.
I'm not saying well, that's what you said. I'm just
Uh-huh,
telling you how what position it was in.
Okay. Um. Okay. Jeff. Is going to try not to look super hurried. Actually, no. Maybe he is gonna look hurried. Uh. So he's going to head up into the thing and look towards where he heard the sound.
Okay. Which is the right side of the chamber.
Okay.
And you see, also looking hurried, what looks to be another priest kind of investments, like coming out of the far door and kind of rushing towards where you are.
Okay. And Jeff, I think I moved 20 feet. So he's going to move 10 more feet towards him. He's like, "Oh my gosh, thank Merlane that you're here. There's people out front, and there's easily 10 of them, and they killed everybody. And please, you have to help me."
Give me a
Uh,
deception check with disadvantage.
oh damn.
And
Okay.
I'll tell you the reason why in just a second. I'll say in chat just to see what you get.
Probably because I said the wrong deity, because I don't know what they're actually
Okay.
followers of.
You do that, and you watch as like the person sees you, takes you in, takes in what you're saying, and then you watch as he like glances across the chamber to where the dead body of Jeff is.
Oh fuck! You can see Jeff.
And immediately moves to attack you. Like it's very clearly like, boom, yeah,
Okay.
yes,
Well, it's still my turn. So he is moving to attack.
yeah. You can
Uh,
see he's like going for the holy symbol and is starting to seem like get ready to cast something.
okay. Well, Jeff, is going to use his bonus action to because the dude that had his Merritt's mark is dead.
This is
Um, um, I'll keep it as wisdom. So he moves that over. Uh, and he is going to go ahead and he's got a spear. He's going to go ahead and try to throw this spear.
Don't hit the door next to him.
Well, we'll see. Okay.
I am realizing uh, I have a couple of varying stat blocks with the same name, so I realize this guy has the wrong stat block on him. So I'm going to real quick go grab that and put that in the place of this person. So I'll just have to have you move
Hold
your.
on.
So move it to the one that's now on the board.
Gotcha.
Apologies for that. There are some, yeah.
And I did actually realize that the spear has a range of 20-60, and I'm 25 feet away. So, it's fine. I've got a light crossbow. So, instead of a spear, Jeff is going to pull up a crossbow and try to hit him.
Okay.
Guys. Let's hope I
Materializing
hit.
out of your vestments of your illusion.
Yeah. And it hits!
And
Which
it
is
hits.
great. And let's hope that the damage does automatic. Yeah! Yeah! I fuck him up, guys!
Yeah.
I think that's the
So you
most
watch as he
damage
goes
Merritt's
to
ever done.
cast, and you pull this up to fire, and you catch him right in. You're aiming like for his like upper torso. The biggest target. Let it off, and it jerks a little bit as you're still not quite used to the crossbow, and you catch him just in the neck.
Nice.
So he's not able to speak the whatever words of power he needs to do as he falls flat. And that does actually take us out of combat for now. And we're going to actually stop there for a moment as we take our break.
Merritt is so disappointed that nobody was there to see that. That was so cool.
Yeah.
It's like
Yep.
easily one of the coolest things he's done with this
I
party.
mean,
Nobody saw.
I mean, to be fair, Merritt, I can't actually see you based on my character's POV. So technically, you did somebody have wit. I didn't see him get shot in the neck, but I seen you shoot something. So you did have somewhat of a witness.
Yeah.
Because according to
So,
my POV of my character, I can see.
What will happen next? Will more acolytes and priests come? Will they actually find Barnacle?
Will we
Stay
love the
tuned
party
until
even
after the break.
more?
Will we
We'll-
level
yes,
up?
we'll-
Will we level up so I can take the class of Eldritch Knight? Who knows? Find out next time on D&D
Not next
Beyond.
time, after the break.
Fair enough.
Alrighty.
And Nick, would you
It's fucking hilarious. They're like, look at your bald. They were saying, look at your bald head. You could fucking land the airplane on that shit. That shit's shiny.
Looks like Sven did a check-in thing in the chat.
Yeah, I did it.
Oh,
Yeah.
he did. Dang, didn't even give a box for Nick to vote. Kind of rude.
Actually, I think the one that's missing might be him. 'Cause I checked the box.
I was gonna say because I checked my box, so click it
Yeah.
again, it turns it into an X. So
Yeah, happens.
So is it Kendrick or Micah that we're missing?
Or both.
I don't
I
know.
clicked.
There's only one.
Or maybe not.
Oh.
You know.
So it's Kendrick.
Ah. Yep. Alrighty, I think I heard someone speak. Everyone back?
Uh-huh.
yep.
Oh.
Alright. Sweet.
Boo!
And there we go. Welcome back, everyone, as we get back into the thick of things. Actually, just to make sure, Sven, everything's still working. Whatever it is. Sven? Ah, there we go.
All right, did that work?
Yep,
Oh,
can hear
We
you.
can hear you now.
Yeah.
Woo.
I already did the introduction and everything. So yes, we're back. Thank you again, Nick, for this wrangling this herd of cats, and it is. I'll leave it back over to you.
Yeah. Eventually, hopefully, not to put words in the player's mouth, but hopefully they'll find you.
Dude, I hope we
right.
find him too.
And that
They
is
Yeah.
the end
Yeah,
of the
if we don't find,
quest.
it's okay if we don't find Barnacle. We can just find a replacement for him. I
Right.
think.
Alright, so,
I think Cal the
Just
Ginger
say,
Guard would be
he
a
can
good
make a
choice.
new character.
Picking up where we left off, Merritt, you took a shot. One shot, one killed your this priest that you saw. And I'll say Phoenix and Soul, while you're outside, give me quick perception checks. Yeah, just in chat.
All right.
Tokens are still locked.
Okay. Thanks for call out. Your tokens are unlocked at the moment. Phoenix, if I can get a quick perception check from you.
Give me 1 second. I'm trying to figure out what my thing. I'm having a brain fart here.
Okay.
Dang.
Alrighty.
Phoenix
So,
sees all.
Nat 20.
well, the DC was 10, so you both kind of hear this. You start to hear the kind of shouts coming from around the outside of the building, and that seems to be coming closer. So it sounds like there are more people on the way. You aren't sure how many. It does sound like at least a few, a fair amount, more than the 2 that you've slain. And who knows how many? Yeah, who knows how many are coming this way? Seemingly, Phoenix. You can tell that's relative to the building. If you're facing the front, it's coming from like the back left corner of the kind of courtyard area that's between the wall and the temple proper. It seems to be coming from that direction and
So it's near
coming closer.
Constable's house, according to the map that we were, correct?
No, so if you look at the False Haven village map, I'll
Yeah,
share
can you
this real
push
quick.
that to me? Yeah.
Yeah, and if you look at the temple in the far corner, um, is
So right here. Okay, I see. Yeah. Okay.
uh, temple. It seems to be coming from this corner, like this general area. If the P is where you currently are, being in the front of the building, you're hearing some commotion coming from this way, and it's starting to get closer.
All right. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab not Jeff the priest, but Frank or whoever it is. And what we're going to do is I'm going to grab him and tell him that we need to go inside now because there's going to be a storm coming, and it's easier to herd people into a death ball if in a small corridor versus standing outside.
Yeah.
So I suggest the soul, who is next to me, just casually in priest robes, to ditch the priest robes, and casually we get inside and try to bar or lock the door and get to find our companions and try to figure out a way out of here.
Okay. Yeah. The front doors are, again, they're very heavy doors that open inward, like into the building.
Yeah.
You haven't checked for any kind of barring capability, but that could be an easy check if you were to go inside.
Yeah,
Soul,
well,
are you doing anything?
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Let's get inside.
Okay.
And then I agree, we should bar the door shut.
all right, we
Yeah.
should find anything we can to bar the door shut. So tables, anything that's light enough that we can push against the door would
Well,
work.
before you start looking for tables, maybe you should close the doors and see if there's like a bar that's already ready to keep the door shut.
Actually, I have a better option. Nick, do the doors have handles or are they just push open?
Yeah, they do have like big handles on either side, on the outside and the inside, like those.
So if I were to wedge my metal spear in between the door handles, would that hold them closed?
Yeah, for
You
as
might break your spear.
for as strong as your spear is, as a possibility. Though I will say, as you close the doors, you do notice that there's kind of clear kind of slots for bars to kind of go down, like the like heavy wooden planks to kind of bar the door closed.
I want to look around for those.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll send Soul to look for those. I'm just going to temporarily wedge my spear in between the handles of the doors, like stick it through, like like a long pole, stick it through the door handles. So when they push open the doors, they won't be able to go out, like open up. They'll be able to. They'll have to either push them open or kick them open or take a while to get through, basically, until Soul can find a lever for the doors.
Okay.
So I'm going to remove one of my spears from my inventory and
Soul, give me a quick perception check.
Gotcha.
And I will say, Merritt, if you would like to give one as well, since you were kind of also there and kind of see what they're doing.
Yeah, Merritt's like, hey guys, you gonna barricade the doors? I think that's a good idea. There we go. It's better than a 2.
Yeah.
So so like you're focused on okay, they practical heavy set bars. Okay, they probably have it in a storeroom nearby, and they're starting to walk back in, and as you're kind of assessing the scene. Uh, you pick up and point out that on either side of the um, hallway there is what looks to be kind of decorated a little bit to like look nice when they're just like off to the side. The heavy like wooden bars, like they're big. They're like 10 feet long or so. Well, actually, they're closer to probably like 15 feet long. Um, and there is two of them that are kind of off to the side in this foyer area where Sol and Phoenix are. That you're able to point out to them.
Hey guys, I think those are what you're looking for. Let's get them up there.
Yeah, I agree. Let's get them up there. And I still, Nick, I removed one of the spears from my inventory that I use for throwing and unequipped it from my inventory to put it in between the doors, so I actually can't use it.
Okay.
So
Good to know.
It took the ammo away. So I have my main spear that I use for bonking and a secondary spear which I use for throwing that you gave me. So
okay.
I removed one spear.
If you guys are lifting the heavy bars in the place, give me some athletics checks as they are heavy bars. If you're all working together, it's an easier DC. Though
Merritt's trying to help.
I'm going to lift
help.
with Soul, help Soul out lift the bars because it'll be easier because of how heavy they look. So
okay.
I'm going to pick one side up and I'll motion over to Soul and Merritt to grab another side.
Okay.
Let me roll my athletics check. Give me a second.
We'll see how helpful Merritt is, but he's trying. He's doing pretty damn good.
Yeah, it helps that you have two really strong people helping you.
Yeah, man.
But you're carrying your weight. It's it's easier when it's all distributed.
Yeah.
First bar easy enough. I'm gonna have you give me a quick second one for the second bar.
All right. Dirty 20. Nice.
Damn.
Yeah.
Merritt is
and among the three of you, you're able to also get the second one in easily enough. So, two solid wooden bars are now barricading this door, and able to do this quickly enough. Where you're like, this will hold for a good while.
I'm still gonna leave my spear in there just in case because just for extra protection.
Every little bit helps.
Yeah, every little bit helps.
Meanwhile, Ina, you're able to meet up with Z, which was the last thing you were kind of said you were doing. And you also see what Zed's kind of looking around this room, this end of this corridor. Looks very similar to a lot of the others, except the floor itself is kind of cracked and there's some dirt exposed. Yeah. Is there anything you would like to do?
Not particularly. I'm just, we've got to look around and find the way forward. She's a bit lost because she wanted to ask any animal friends, maybe about the situation, but there are none, so she's just like, well, I'll just...
Got a bird right next to you.
Yeah.
Okay, he might be anthropomorphic, but she does not consider him an animal.
Yeah. Well, Lead's currently like examining the dirt of the floor. So as you're kind of doing so, as the results of the last check of how you do Zed, you notice what looks to be a really shiny rock that you start to fixate on. Like that's just in the dirt. So that's what you found from your kind of initial examination of the room. However, I will let you give me another investigation check, Zed. Now that we're kind of out of combat and we're like kind of going forward. if you would like to continue investigating the room. That rock is really shiny.
Can Ina also like look? He's like infatuated with a rock. I
Yeah,
guess.
I was gonna
you
say
see him infatuated with the rock. If you want to examine the rock with him, you can. No, if you want to examine the room,
caveman, rock
you'll see.
shiny. Z's going
And-
caveman, rock shiny. Ooh ah.
In the chat.
Well, he is a
investigation?
bird, so
Yeah. One of its flaws is bird brain.
Oop.
I mean, it is a shiny. No.
She recognizes, yeah, it's a pretty shiny rock. She
Yeah.
looks elsewhere, but she doesn't really know what she's looking for.
Yeah. It's like small bed to one side, broken up floor, some dirt that's kind of on the front half of the room. You know, little, broken stones, a little carpet that's kind of seems to be sort of there to like, or I guess a little bit more like mats for like that the monks would kind of like, kneel on when they do their praying or something. Yeah, no, this dirt that's in the front, it's like, kicking up. You see like some little bits of grass growing in it. That shiny rock. Yeah, that's what you're at the moment.
Yeah, I'll just say, well, he's obviously not here. I have to search some of the other rooms, I guess, in the temple.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Phoenix, Soul, Jeff, Merritt, you've successfully barricaded the door. Where are you headed now? Are you gonna?
I'm gonna head
You
back
kind
where
of
I
know
seen
generally
Nina.
where you last left your friends, or there's that other door. There's a few other doors you could examine.
look, I'm kind of worried that something's gonna happen to them. So I think maybe we should give up on trying to deceive people and just get over there and stay with the rest of the group.
Yeah, for sure.
I
Says
agree.
Jeff as he's strutting over, still looking like Jeff, still in Jeff's robes, as he just kind of walks over Jeff's body and towards the door.
Phoenix is gonna follow. My name is Jeff.
Okay.
So we're just gonna
So you guys
go
are all able to easily make your way over.
the mountain of corpses.
Yeah. And about the time you get here, you also see it looks like Zed is starting to make his way out of this hallway here. Ina, do you follow Zed when he starts walking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I just had to move my map over just a little bit.
Well,
Hey,
he's
did
not
you
down
guys
there.
find anything?
I found this really cool rock.
Dang, that rock's pretty shiny.
That's what I was thinking.
It's very smooth as well.
Jeff,
That is
give
a
me an
high
intelligence
quality
check.
rock. Oh no.
Insert pixelated image of
Just
3D
flat
rock in
intelligence?
D&D.
Yes, we'll just say this is flat intelligence at the moment.
Okay.
Can I roll in? Can I roll
I'm
a
kind of okay at
intelligence check as
intelligence
well?
too, guys.
Phoenix, you can roll an intelligence check as well if you'd like. I guess technically this could be a nature check if you would like.
Can I do Arcana instead?
No, this would be a nature check.
It's not a magical nature, and just a
No,
regular
it's a
nature?
nature check. It's a rock.
Okay. Let's see, nature.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do nature. In tower, not in tower.
If anyone is proficient in nature, I would say also. Well, actually, if anyone would like to make a nature check, feel free. Just roll it in the chat.
Hey man.
Oh wow.
It's a shiny rock.
I'll make a nature check. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Cena's over here like, God.
He's been looking at this rock for so long. He knows it the best.
You've looked at a lot of shiny rocks before. you know your shiny rock. and the kinds of environments that you'd find your best kind of smooth rocks in. And you find it odd that you find that this smooth tiny rock, which is very clearly not part of like the flagstones at the floor or anything. This, you know, the smooth rock, which you'd think you'd find in like a river of some sort, in this, just in this temple, in the kind of buried in some dry dirt that was in the middle of the temple.
Okay.
Yeah, you could. Up to you whether or not you would like to relay it. It's just you find it odd that you found this where you found it.
Yeah, I will definitely relay that. This looks kind of polished, like it's been in a river or something, you know? Kind of an odd place to find it in the back of a monk's bedroom.
You think maybe it has something to do with the bath? Maybe their bath is like an underground river or something, or
All right.
I don't know. That I'm throwing ideas out here, guys.
Well, is there anywhere else that Barnacle could be? We know he's got to be around here somewhere. We've certainly stirred up the hornet's nest.
And there's more coming. We just barred up the front doors because this deception did not work out too well for Soul. So
I rolled pretty well on deception. I rolled a
yeah,
16.
no. It's more just that he left you for 1 minute.
Yep.
And suddenly you're immediately like, ah, help, help, help. Your what was it? Hooty hoot hoot hoot, hooty hooty hoot.
Yeah. That's a
Admittedly,
song.
they
Anyway.
also rolled high on
Nope.
insight that one time.
Oh damn. Which
Uh,
really means that I should have stayed and then like
and
cursed
some
their
of the
wisdom.
checks that had you make in the tower were not the best.
Ah, oops.
So it happens.
It happens.
So what are you guys doing?
Anyway,
You got this shiny rock, shiny river rock that's a little odd to be found in the middle of the room, or
Where did he
found in
find
the
it?
middle of the temple.
Where did you find it, Zed?
In the last cell on the floor.
Okay. I want to go check it out.
Okay.
Is that back the way they came?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
all the way to the end.
Okay.
couldn't hurt.
All right,
Thanks for
guys,
leaving.
I'm gonna
Just
follow
Priest
everybody
walks by you
in.
guys.
Just
Yeah.
so you know,
So you see-
it absolutely could hurt. Just saying.
So you see in this, small kind of like monk space, there's like a little cot, a tiny little mat. Good chunk of the first half of that room is kind of the stone floor has been kind of like torn up, exposing the dirt underneath.
That's odd.
Yeah.
Why is this cell dirty and all the other cells are clean? Like
'Cause
visibly on the
this-
map.
Because the
So
stone floor's
and so
been
that's
torn up.
so the stone floor has been kind of like ripped away and like kind of broken away. So you can see like the dirt of the actual like ground beneath the floor in this particular spot.
Does anything beyond the dirt, the floor being weird, strike me as odd about this room?
I mean, just at a quick glance, just comparing it to the other rooms you saw, it looks like it has the same bits. The small bed, little mat. This one just has a kind of torn up first part of the floor that's kind of exposed. You could try looking closer if you want.
Yeah, man, fuck it. He'll look
Yeah,
like
I
under
wanna
the
investigate
bed,
this cell
look
for
under the
sure.
mat.
All right.
I
will,
will. Just going to walk in, try to open the door that's in front of him that he's standing by.
Okay, we'll get to that in just a second. I'm going to have you two give me investigation checks here. And which door is that as I look to where Phoenix is? Oh, all the doors in here have been opened, and they're just revealing these individual kind of like monk like cells or like little kind of rooms with like the doors and
okay.
whatnot.
I thought they were
Huh?
closed because, like, I can't see in. I can
Well,
see in them, but like the field of view is weird.
Yeah,
It
it's
says
a
the
little
door.
weird just to how the walls work here. Kind of have to be like in front of the door to truly see inside.
Okay.
Um,
I was gonna say because it's not letting me go in, so the door's closed. But like, oh, there we go. That's weird.
uh, so so while you're kind of like focusing on the dirt that's kind of in the first half of this room, and similar to what Zed and Ina had done, and you kind of see like the little hole where that rock had been embedded that Zed had grabbed, while kind of uh, Merritt, you move a little bit in, kind of are examining some of the other parts. As you kind of go and shift the mat somewhat, you realize that the uh, torn up parts of the floor kind of continues in, and there is a trapped door underneath the mat. That's like on the back half of the room.
Aha! A door.
Hey guys, I found a trap door. He's calling that down the hallway.
Alrighty then. Well, we found a trap door.
Merritt opens the trap door and looks down into
So you
it.
go to open the trap door, and it is locked.
Aw, damn.
It kind of just
Well,
and there is like a little lock on the trap door, kind of where it hinges open.
hey,
Phoenix
Soul, do
walks
you think
up.
you could break that?
I was gonna say I was just gonna take my hand axe and break it. Phoenix was. Just take the hand axe and just fucking bang it with it. But I mean, if Soul wants to do it, feel free to. Go ahead, Soul.
I mean, Soul's got a massive pickaxe, so I think like he might be better at the whole. Oh no.
Fair point. Go ahead, Soul. You lead the way.
You think you can break that, Soul? Or like dig in around it or something?
I might be able to bust it. I'll try.
Okay. Give me we'll call this either an attack roll or just an athletics check.
Yeah.
Your boy's
Easy
wicked
enough.
strong.
You're able to
It's strong.
very quickly and deftly break your way through this heavy wooden trapdoor. And it's thick wood, and you're able to just easily break through it. And it
So
revealing a staircase that seems to go that goes down.
Is it
So
lit?
what we're saying is Soul just easily tore off the fucking door like fucking Hercules and Hercules together and just threw it to the side there, basically.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, kind of.
Fair enough.
Man, glad this guy's on my side.
I know, right? I need his weightlifting tips
To
if he's
answer
tearing
your
metal doors
question,
off.
Merritt, there does appear to be some light coming from down below, though you don't directly see it just from the angle.
Neat. Well, Merritt like pops his head down and sees that everybody's following. He's like, well, anyway, I think Jeff should probably lead the way, huh?
After you, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff's going down.
Frank will follow.
Yeah, Frank's still in his like bloody robes and
Yeah, because, the amount of blood he has on him from chopping somebody's head off doesn't really,
well,
The
it
bloody
equate.
didn't
nose,
And
guys. It
help.
happens to everybody. I
It's a
have
bloody
allergies.
nose, and the rest of it is obviously just red potion. Jeez.
So I'm assuming
Yeah.
everyone is following.
Yeah.
The shout.
Oh, hey, make sure you close the trap door behind us and, like, I
The
don't know.
broken trapdoor.
The broken trap door. Put the mat back over it.
I mean, you can put the map back over if you want.
While we're walking, I'm casually talking. So like, what is your weightlifting tips, bro? Like, I need to get as swole as you do and be able to tear doors off of shit.
I'll say, we're Z'd as you're kind of bringing up the rear. Do you put the mat back kind of over the hole?
Yeah, well.
Okay. You do so, and it's like a thick, relatively tough mat, so it doesn't have a lot of give, but you can like kind of tell that it seems to sag a little bit where it's over the hole. Not a terrible amount to where it could be go unnoticed, but
It's
you do
not
take note of that.
Mm.
Yeah, not perfect. As we move to the next map.
Ooh.
I tell Phoenix that it's a pretty easy workout routine. I do 100 sit-ups, 100 push-ups, 100 squats, and then I run a
Mhm.
10K or like 6.2 miles every day. I've been doing it for 3 years now.
And potatoes.
And
And
potatoes.
potatoes, yeah. You have to have a diet that consists solely of potatoes. Eat a potato every hour.
Solely potatoes. Okay. As we come to our next map, as you descend, like the stairs are rough, and like it very quickly kind of goes into what is mostly seems to be like a carved kind of staircase. The packed dirt that kind of turns into rock around you as you descend into down.
By the way, does everybody have dark vision?
I don't think so.
I don't
No.
think I
I
do.
think-
Nope, I don't think so.
Actually, I think you might be the only one with dark vision.
And I've got really good dark vision.
Does the spirit give off light?
Oh yeah, it does. It's got a light twinning torch
That's
on it.
true. I don't know how. Let me look how long that lasts for.
I believe it lasts for an hour, but or as long as your wild shape would last. But do double check that for me.
Yeah.
As you kind of start walking down, you do see that this is a lit staircase. You see, like, every 15 or so feet, there's a torch that's kind of
Yeah. To
affixed to
power.
the wall. That's kind of slowly burning. Um,
So we should expect to run into other people here, probably.
you go down 50, 30, or 15, 30, 45, 60, 60 feet before you start to see that's the staircase starts to open up into some larger cave or cavern or something. Go ahead. As I will share the map.
Dang, guys, I am not looking forward to going back up these stairs.
It's a lot of stairs.
It's a
Hey,
lot
we
of
found
stairs.
Barnacle. He's in the middle of the room there. Let's call it a day, guys, and go home. I'm just playing.
No, that's the mini floating barnacle. That's like the spirit of Barnacle that's been looking over our shoulders, waiting for us to find him.
I know. I'm being
Barnacle in your heart.
sarcastic.
Yeah, the
Barnacle in your
barnacle in
heart.
our hearts. And in the
mean,
room.
I
but-
mean, to be fair though, Barnacle's had the most easiest day out of all of us, not having to fight fucking priests and
I don't
acolytes
know.
and things.
You don't know
You
what's
don't know what his
happening
life
to
is
him.
like.
Yeah, I know. He's gonna become the next patron.
So you
saint of
come to
vodka.
the end of the stairs. What do you do? Let's see. Tokens should be unlocked.
I'm just going to move to the door that's closest to us and try to open it and see if I can see anybody in there. So
Yes.
this door right
You can see
here.
kind of as you come to here, this left side, it looks to be like a worked, actually like built wall. and there is a door there.
Yes. Well, I can see the
Actually,
door coming up the steps, so I'm assuming.
Oops. Oopsie on my part, real quick. As you come towards the end of your staircase, Jeff, Merritt, I need you to give me a quick dex save as you walked down the stairs first.
Who?
Okay. You want that in the tower or in chat?
In chat, you know how well you'll do.
You said Merritt and who else?
Jeff Merritt. I said Jeff and Merritt. Try to get a name.
Because they're the same
15.
person.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm making it confusing. Merit is method acting.
So as you are walking kind of the final few steps, kind of on the side that you were walking on, kind of start to like crack and break in underneath your foot, but you're able to easily kind of just step off and kind of jump the last few steps.
Oh, hey, watch out for that, guys.
Yeah. And everyone else is able to easily just avoid those
I thought I
steps.
was going to hear Jeff say, haha, you activated my trap card.
Oh, man.
Yeah. There is a closed door that has a at the moment it was another kind of thick wood door, but that looks to be kind of roughly fit into the space and has a kind of a knob and a lock. But it's also like a large 10-foot wide door. Or no, is it 10 foot wide or is it 5 foot wide? No, yeah, it's 10 foot wide.
Hey, watch out for traps, guys.
Yeah.
What is
Phoenix is
down
just
this area where that goes next to the staircase? Does it just end there?
It just kind of ends there. There's, for how the staircase kind of comes down, it just kind of comes down as like a part of a wall that kind of sections off this little corner. You see like what looks to be a couple of barrels kind of like shoved in the corner.
Okay.
Yeah. Not sure what's in the barrels or not, but there are a couple of barrels that are just kind of shoved down that corner for storage. Phoenix, as you try the door, which I guess I should ask, are you trying the door?
If I can't open the door casually, I'm just going to try to kick it down.
All right.
So,
So
getting impatient.
the door
I'm
is
getting-
locked.
Okay.
And if you're going to try and kick it down, give me a athletics check.
I was gonna say, because I'm getting impatient of beating around the bush, we need to find Barnacle, so I'm just still gonna start kicking doors down until I figure out where he is. But,
Okay.
You said athletics check, right?
Yep. And Jeff, are you investigating the barrels that are in this corner,
In tower
yeah,
or
he
in
thinks the
thing?
barrels are interesting.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
In tower or in chat?
In chat for the athletics check. Investigation, give me in the tower.
Alright. 23, how does that roll?
Huh? Sorry, I'm also reading the other roll. So, Jeff, as you go to like start opening the barrels to see what's inside, you hear behind you a loud crack as part of the wood kind of where the so like this kind of this door kind of being made out of a few planks kind of put together and overlaid into each other, so it's a sturdy door. Phoenix, you managed to kick kind of the weak point that's right next to the doorknob on the door side that like splits it so that the door will just swing open.
Okay.
But also as you do so, you hear a loud bell kind of go off with a quick kind of series of 3 tones kind of go off and start to echo.
Ah, shit.
I yell back, I think we're gonna have company, guys.
Duh.
I didn't hear. Did the door actually break open or no?
Yes, the
Just
door
the
actually
bell.
broke open, so it's
Okay.
so it broke open, and as it kind of opened, this bell went off.
Perfect.
or bell sound went off.
How dare they use the alarm spell?
Um,
I'm gonna go in.
I was gonna say, yeah, I
as you
guess so.
step into it, I would actually like everyone to give me perception checks, as I'm going to push this to you guys real quick. And Barnacle, I'm actually having you make this check as well.
Ooh.
Getting warm.
Barnacle gets to notice things too.
Okay, as
Barnacle rolled the best out of all of us.
I rolled 19.
Soul got 19.
Oh, so I got a 19. Dang.
Flex. It's only on rolls that don't matter to anyone that I roll well. Everything else is a 2.
Pretty much, yeah, that's how it is for me.
Hey man, right now Jeff is looking at a barrel, so you're doing way better than he is.
Nina's making sure the wildfire spirit doesn't trip down the stairs.
Give me a second as I real quick whisper to spin. And then I will also have to tell what the other people heard.
You hear the ocean. You're being put onto a boat.
Yep.
That'd be the worst.
Bro, for real.
This is just the longest TPK ever.
Oh.
We split the party one time.
And then for the other people, for Soul indeed. Um,
For Anton's son. Oh.
as I figure out how to raise that. Wow, words fail me for some reason. Soul and Zed, you both kind of hear kind of coming from beyond the doorway, somewhere. It's a little echoey, so it's hard to pinpoint exactly where it is. This kind of wispy sounding, almost cow noise. You think, but like breathy, but deep. It's a weird combo.
Like a moving noise?
Kind of like more of those, like more of like a. It's probably equated closer to a bull.
Okay.
Bull noise, but wispy at the same time, kind of guttural. it's an odd noise, and it's faint, but definitely coming from beyond where the doorway is. To which opens, and you see that it kind of turns into a passageway either north or south beyond the doorway.
I have pretty decent nature. Can I give you a nature check to see if I can understand what animal makes that noise?
Sure, give me a nature check.
Cool.
Beyond it sounding vaguely like a bull,
I don't know.
you aren't sure, but like it struck you as odd. So maybe it wasn't natural, maybe it was. Maybe you just can't identify. You'd have to see the creature to see the animal to probably get a better guess.
All right, well, I'm going in.
Okay. As you guys move, I'm gonna have you move kind of roughly 15 feet at a time as a group. Yeah, you can see that the leads into two passageways that kind of go north or south, and then there's like a quick turn to go further west here right below you.
Can we tell which way the noise is coming from, or no?
No, you couldn't quite tell because from where you were, it was echoey a little bit, so like it was probably bouncing off some walls. So it's probably not immediate, but it's definitely somewhere nearby, if that makes sense.
Did you ever say what was found in the barrels?
I did not. Thank you for the reminder. So Merritt, you kind of at this time you open the barrel and you hear the noise.
Yeah.
This actually is kind of more. It is a barrel that seems to be filled with a murky water.
Water.
Yeah, you can't quite see into it, but you're pretty sure it's water or was water and just is murky at this point. If you wanted to spend a moment to look a little bit more at it beyond, when this noise happening behind you, you could.
Yeah, once it gets to Merritt's turn to do stuff, he's like, I don't know, he gets a feeling that these barrels might be important if they're hidden away down like 90 feet of stairs or something like that.
Okay.
Lots of stairs.
So you can't really see into the water too well. Like it's murky, so you can't really like see if there's anything in it or not. Are you what are you going to do to try and figure out more about what's in this barrel?
That is a good question.
You could reach your hand in, you could just like shuffle the barrel to see if you hear anything.
I think he has a spear that he stole from Cal. So he's taking that spear and he's kind of like poking it in, seeing if there's anything that's like hard in there, seeing if the spear gets dissolved or something in this liquid, like.
So you stick your spear in and you kind of like feel around, and you can tell from the kind of the resistance as you go. It's like this is okay. Yeah, you're pretty sure it's water, but like there's something there's some chunks or something inside this barrel.
Okay. Fuck it. He's sticking his hand in. He's trying to grab whatever that chunk is.
Okay. Like it's more than one. It's like
chunks.
it's many chunks.
He's grabbing a chunk.
Barnacle's body parts.
Yeah, right. I'm fully expecting it to be body parts.
Yeah. You stick your hand in and, for some nice pickled no.
That's why
you
he had
stick
to
your
roll
hand
the
in
perception check.
Yeah, you stick your hand into the murky barrel, almost immediately regretting it because it's just feels disgusting. But luckily, like because there's so many chunks in there's something that's near the near the top, so you are able to just like put just your hand in to grab something, and not have to like stick your entire arm in. And you pull out what looks to be a like first thing you notice when you grab it, it's squishy, and then as you kind of pull it, you realize it's wriggling.
Oh no.
What?
And so as you pull out, you sting this like hand-sized worm creature out of this murky water. And give me a quick second. I have to check something.
If it bites me, I'm dropping it. I'm throwing it on the ground.
It does try to bite you. Because give it quick. I will say, give me a quick dexterity saving throw to see if you drop it before it's able to bite you.
Here's the animal that you know is looking for.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
mean,
Oh yeah, you're able to like instantly drop it back in.
Ah, that's moving.
Yeah. Ugh. um.
Jeff would have held on to it.
Jeff would have
So
known what
that's
it
somewhat you
was
noticed
beforehand.
as the rest of your friends start to move through the doorway. Unless you guys wanted to wait while Jeff Merritt was investigating the barrels, but you also kind of were indicating that you guys were starting to move.
I mean, to be fair, I kicked the door down, so I was already going to walk halfway through the
Yeah.
room before somebody actually even got here, so.
That's understandable.
I would say everyone else can move up to 30 feet past the doorway. I'll say Soul and Phoenix wait right where you are. Veed, Ina. Where you guys can move kind of up through the area you're in. That's the direction that Soul and Phoenix moved in. If you want to move, you don't have to. Okay. Ina, are you waiting behind?
She's kind of waiting for Merritt, but
Okay.
Oh.
You guys move, you see some more hallways, still like kind of cavern floor, but like built walls that kind of go up towards the ceiling. I would like you three, which is going to be you, and you. Give me another perception check.
Oh no. Phoenix, take care of them, my man.
I'll try to.
Yeah. Phoenix, you kind of pick up on that noise that Soul mentioned. You think you might be hearing it from the north.
Hey, Nick, can you repeat that? However, my headset died. I had to change it out.
Right. So that kind of weird, wispy, kind of guttural, bowl-like noise that Soul mentioned that he heard, and Zeed. You think you hear something very, hear that, or something at least very similar to it, coming from like the north passageway from where you are at.
Well, Phoenix, curious and to figure out what it is, he's going to walk towards it.
Okay. Feel free to move up to 15 feet.
Let's see, 5, 10, 15. There's 15.
Okay. Zed and Soul, you kind of see Phoenix seem to like cock his head and then like move in that direction. Meanwhile, Jeff, you finished up your thing and are able to kind of walk to the doorway with Ina. What you guys about there? Zed, Soul, are you going to follow Phoenix?
Yeah, I just didn't know if we were allowed to move or not.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, you can move up to right behind him. All right. So it's about as you get there, you kind of watch as rounding the corner ahead of you with well, he's making his way. He's very distinctive, so I will as well share this image. You see
Barnacle, secretly the head of the cult.
this
Oh fuck that!
Oh, wow.
start to round the corner.
Oh man.
Let's do it.
What do?
Running away is an option.
Running away is not an option given if, well, maybe it is.
There was
But-
another passageway you could explore.
How big is
I
this
will
thing?
say
How tall is it?
he is large, so he is
Okay.
large size category. While it is all bones,
He's spooky.
he is easily over 10 feet, 15, possibly, between 10 and 13 feet tall. It's a little hard to maybe reaching out to 15 if you count the tips of the horns.
I'm going to tell Soul and Zed, I suggest a tactical retreat.
Yeah. He is also holding a big ass axe.
Yes, I'm definitely going to suggest a tactical retreat. What do you guys think?
Okay.
Find another way around, possibly.
He kind of shifts, starts pawing one leg. What you doing?
Wow.
If he's coming at us, then I guess we engage. I mean, I don't think we have any other choice.
I thought you wanted to run away.
Yeah, I suggest we run away.
Okay.
Then I guess we're running away.
Yes.
I'm gonna lock tokens real quick. So as you guys turn to run, he's also going to start chasing after you. So I have to check some movement speeds here.
Oh no.
Oh god.
So the hallways in general are about 10 feet wide, and they go up to about 15, 20 feet tall. And the walls kind of extend straight up into the ceiling. And it's almost maze-like. As you turn to run and he starts to run, I'll have each of you move your movement speed with a dash as he also starts to move. So between Phoenix, Soul, and Zed.
Okay, so I can move 60 feet with a dash. I think it's probably about 60 feet to fucking turn and cut the corner from the way we walked. I would assume so.
Start moving.
So tokens are locked, so you can start plotting your
All right,
spots.
I'm just going to literally run like a wild whatever it is, and just run 20 feet here.
Zed, if you would also like to plot your movement.
I lost that map. What happened? Oh, I see. It went forward. Trying to.
That's gonna be the end of my movement. Getting behind Ian and yelling at Ian and Merrick to literally, we have trouble and let's go.
Zed, if you would like to do your movement real quick.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide where. I didn't realize everybody left.
Yeah. So the other two did their movements, and I accepted their movements. They ran back that way,
Yeah,
which you
we
can't
were.
see.
I still think I have 16 feet left because I used 30 there and then I went 15, so I have 15 left actually, Nick. If I
All right, we'll
recall
get
correctly,
we'll
because
get to that in a second.
I went 30 first, and then I have 15 left, so I should. I don't exactly know.
So kind of as you get there and start doing your movement, because you're all kind of moving at the same time. The Minotaur kind of also runs, and you watch as he's very loudly kind of barrels past this hallway, like charging. And he had like started charging as you turned to run, so he kind of overshoots the mark as he does this.
Sucker.
Get played.
Phoenix, so you're moving out of the door, out of like a way.
Yeah, I'm going to move by Enofir and Merrick and be like, guys, we have trouble. We need to prepare for a fight or get the hell out of here. One of the two.
I vote getting the hell out of here.
What about Barnacle?
Well, not just here, like a different part of the.
I'm gonna be realistic with you. If that thing was with Barnacle, Barnacle's not around anymore.
You guys hear a distant thud as something large meets something solid.
Yeah.
What you guys doing?
I want to run up the hallway.
Okay.
Are we
Feel
like
free to move up to your
initiative order?
movement speed.
My movement
We're
speed
kind
is
of in
30.
pseudo initiative order.
Okay.
So Barrett and Ina, like we aren't fully in combat, but things are moving.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, it might be easier if I go combat turn by turn. Now that I think about it.
Is that a hallway like 60 feet north of me?
Over here, it looks to be like kind of a cave end. There is like it looks
Over
to be a
where?
slight corner over there, but you aren't sure if
Yeah,
it
that's
continues or not.
Right.
You haven't, looked over there, but there is a looks to be a slight turn to there. Maybe it continues, maybe it doesn't.
Jeff would know.
Okay, so make this a little bit quicker. I'm going to have everyone re-roll initiative, and we're going to go by initiative orders.
I'm gonna roll initiative for the fire spirit. That's okay.
Well,
Yeah. I'll just adjust the initiative to wherever you are.
Poor Jeff. I mean, I can't
There we
roll.
go.
I can't be any better. So any better. So
Okay, Zed.
Okay. Um,
See Phoenix had kind of like exited the door and standing with Ina and Merritt. You see Soul heading down the hallway to the north.
And I'm dashing.
Okay. Feel free to take
Yeah,
your movement again then.
be one more. I just got in between squares. Sorry for my full
Oh,
movement.
okay.
And try to see.
It looks like it turns to the left up ahead.
The Yeah, I'm not seeing. I mean, there's so much blocked off. Is that a? Does it keep going in the middle or no?
Looks like it goes forward and then turns about here.
Oh goodness.
It is, one could say, a maze.
That's amazing.
Where
Oh,
my move got canceled?
sorry. So that's a wall.
Oh, there's a wall there. So okay.
So to the left, it opens. So,
Oh, I didn't understand what I was looking at. Okay.
okay.
I don't. Why are we seeing gray then?
So
That's
the
where we came in. Oh, I got it. That's where we came. That's just there's no wall. I
yeah.
understand then.
So yeah, it's a little weird to where like there's what you can see that gets grayed out because you saw it before, and then there's the actual floor that you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
see,
but
and the
there's
floor
no.
itself is gray, so it mixes together. I
Yeah,
apologize.
and there's no actual walls, which makes it. I didn't understand that what I was seeing. I
Uh,
thought. Okay,
there
very good.
is, but for how I have the walls set up, it kind of masks them a bit, so it's hard to see on the map for you guys. And I do apologize for that.
No, if I go to like to where I see three screens, three squares on my entire screen, I can see a wall.
Apologies, but yeah. So it looks like it goes to here and then turns again. I believe you have.
That's as far as I can go.
Is that as far as you go? Okay.
Yeah, 40, 40 and 40.
Okay. Soul.
I am going to run down the hallway, and I don't know. Should I? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna run down the hallway. Am I unlocked? Yeah, I'm unlocked. Okay. 10, 15, 20. There's 20. 25, 30, and then I'm going to run. 30. And then when I get to there, I'm going to yell. I'm going to yell out, Barnacle! As loud as I can.
Oh, that's actually a good idea, huh?
Okay. You see a long hallway ahead of you, and your voice kind of seems to echo beyond where you are.
I'm going to yell at Zed. This goes on for too long. Let's get out of here. But yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Ina, you watch as Zed and Soul take off down the hallway, and Phoenix kind of like joins you guys outside there and is warning you of danger. You
Okay.
heard something loud and kind of heavy running uh, down where they had come from, which is so they came from here, this direction, and then they took off that way.
Okay. Well, I think staying together is probably a good idea. So she'll head in this direction.
Okay, I'll remove this so it's out of your way. Oop, B, ba, oop.
And thank you. Yeah. 5, 25. And she will hold her action to if she sees that big heavy thing that was yeah, thank you.
I'm assuming it's just going to follow you for now.
That big heavy thing that was chasing them, if she sees it. So.
Okay. What action are you holding?
She has her. Okay, how about let's do this? She'll actually use her bonus action to cast Shillelagh on her staff.
Okay. If you would
And
like to apply
then
that effect
she
to you,
will hold her action to um
whack it with your magic stick.
whack it with her magic stick.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can apply those specs to yourself. Phoenix.
I am just going to move my 30 feet inwards and then dash and try to get to where I see Ina's going and run past her and try to get thing.
Okay.
So there's 10 feet there.
Mhm.
And then there's another 20.
Is anyone else hearing static?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because I'm charging my headset. That's my fault completely.
That sounds like you were
Sounds like it might be like a fan blowing into your
shooting
mic.
off.
Oh, that's my computer.
Oh,
Probably
Sounds like
my
intermittent
GPU.
Feels like
thrust
sounds like it
jets
went
on
away.
a space jacket.
Did it go away?
It's like intermittent thruster on the back of a spacesuit.
Phoenix, are you going to dash or do anything else with your action?
Yeah, I'm gonna dash to get up to where Zed is and get a better look.
Okay. Feel free to take your movement.
25, 30. Is that 30? I can't tell. I actually have to zoom in. Give me that.
That's right on top of Z, but so we'll just shift you down and over because that would be 30.
And I'm pretty much going to just end my turn.
Yep. That's your. I don't believe you have any boss's actions to take at the moment. To lead us to Merit.
I don't know. I came up with so many ideas of what I could do, that it's like, okay. Well, Merritt wants to be nowhere near that thing. And
Maybe
Ina
it's
started
friends
heading
with
that
Jeff.
way, and honestly, he thinks that Ina's like kind of the scariest person in our group, so he'd like to stay with her. Or at least with her between him and the thing. Oh shit. Let me.
That's
So
yeah. Okay, you can redo that.
Maybe
yeah,
this thing is really good friends with Jeff. You don't know.
maybe, but he'd rather not find out
Maybe
and find out that they're not good friends.
maybe Jeff could cast charm
Maybe it's
on it and
Maybelline.
charm the skeleton.
Jeff does not have charm. Okay. Can you move me there so that I can see what's
Yes.
going on? 20. Okay. Um.
Who knows what Jeff has?
No, he's. I know what Jeff has. He is going to go that, and then fuck it. He's just gonna dash. He doesn't have really any good spells left, so I don't know if somebody's right there, but if they are, he's running into them.
So you're moving 40 feet.
So the other
Right, you had
10
extra.
were
You had an
the
extra 10.
other, yeah.
Oop, as we start making our way through the tunnels, as your turn comes to an end, this guy come. You hear kind of behind you.
Oh boy.
They're coming
no.
around the corner, not smoothly as it kind of seems to take everything at a run. As it kind of turns, tries to kind of pivot and like thuds heavily into the wall. This, which if you still have the image from before, or if not, I will as well share it again. This big, imposing skeleton with a bull's head and the massive axe as it's charging after you.
I don't like that.
It's like the butcher from Diablo 2 with his without his body.
Uh,
He's belly eating.
Unfortunately, looking at the time, unfortunately, it is time
I
to wrap
know.
up. So we'll leave it there as you guys get a look at this skeletal minotaur that is
Luckily for
chasing you
us,
through
though.
these maze that you seem to have entered.
Also, can you change the skeleton minotaur's name to Jeff's bodyguard since I redeemed it in Sven's stream?
Yes, I will name it the
Jeff's
Jeff's
bodyguard.
bodyguard
Jeff's
Well,
in the
bodyguard.
chat.
Unfortunately, our time for gaming tonight has come to an end. But fortunately for us, there are 5 Wednesdays in May, which means we're
Yes.
gonna be back next week.
Yep.
Yes, next week we get
Um,
to face Jeff's bodyguard,
Oh
possibly.
my gosh, I do not
quite
want to face
possibly,
Jeff's
and
bodyguard.
the fates willing, saving Barnacle.
Oh gosh, for
Find out
real.
on the next
Uh,
episode.
I
of
mean, hey
Summer
man,
Campaign.
Barnacle got to roll a perception check this session, so we're getting close there.
Yeah,
You got
we're
to roll a
definitely getting
perception
close.
check. You got a little bit of whisper, and I do want to give a good big shout out to Sven for being such a good sport about this.
What
It has
about
taken a
that?
bit longer than I initially thought it would, but
We're
hey,
I
going
that's
wonder
how.
straight
why.
there. We're trying to find him.
Yeah, no, I do wonder why when you start the session and they
Party
immediately go
scatters.
in the opposite direction you expect. Yeah, party
I was gonna
immediately
say
splits.
if Sven wants to
Let's
take
search
over
all the
playing,
bodies. Let's grab the loot. We're gonna search every nook and cranny.
Yeah.
Let's look at rocks.
if
Let's look
Sven
at
wants to kind of take over a character for a fifth Wednesday, he can always take over mine. I'm sure we're not gonna find
Are
him
you
within one end
not
of the
gonna be here
campaign.
next week?
No, I'm not, but if it gives Sven something to do, I don't mind taking the night off to give him something to play.
Oh no, I wouldn't take anybody else's character. It just thought it was funny when Ina said, "Oh, I don't want to split the party." Like, really? Says when? We've been splitting the party multiple times. Every
Yes,
session.
we
Exactly.
have.
Yeah.
You come down the
Almost
stairs
Almost every session.
and we immediately split the party again.
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
All right, but thank you so much, Nick. I appreciate you. This will be up on the U's and the Tubes if you want to catch up. This is only the season episode 4, so there's only 3 to catch up on if you want to go back and see how we got here and why Barnacle is missing.
yeah.
Otherwise,
Or
we will
who
see you
Barnacle
guys.
is, I
That's
mean.
right.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we will see you guys next
In this
week.
section 1, please go back and meet Barnacle.
That's right.
Yeah.
So thanks again, Nick. I appreciate you, and I appreciate everybody else for playing. And have a good night, guys, and whatever else you do, enjoy the rest of your day. Say good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, guys. Have a good one. Talk to you later.